Koudelka, developed by Saknif and released in 1999, this game blends Gothic horror with traditional role-playing mechanics. Set inside a haunted Welsh monastery, it follows Koudelka Iacent, a psychic who becomes entangled in dark rituals and tragic secrets. Battles unfold on grid-based arenas, mixing tactical positioning with eerie atmosphere. The fully voiced dialogue, rare for its time, gives the story a theatrical tone that sets it apart from other PlayStation horror titles. Echo Night. Developed by From Software, this first-person adventure emphasizes ghosts that cannot be harmed. Players solve mysteries aboard a haunted ship and later other locations, helping spirits move on. The calm, almost gentle tone contrasts with more aggressive horror games, creating a lingering sadness rather than constant shock.
The film. Oh, the boy has died. This then will be the last show, as I've promised.
Dino Crisis. Capcom shifted from zombies to dinosaurs, but kept the survival horror tension intact. Taking place on a remote island research facility, players guide Regina through tight corridors where velociraptors can burst through doors. The intelligent enemy behavior and sharper focus on action created a faster pace while preserving resource management and fear. Clock Tower. This entry on the PlayStation revived the classic point-and-click horror formula. Instead of combat, players hide and escape from a pursuing killer known as Scissorman. The lack of direct offense increases vulnerability, and multiple endings reward careful choices. It feels closer to an interactive thriller than a traditional action game. Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. Part of a series that helped invent survival horror in the early 1990s, this PlayStation installment refined its presentation. Set on a mysterious island, it features dynamic lighting that plays a major role in both puzzles and tension. Darkness conceals threats, and light becomes a limited but vital resource. The result is a steady, moody experience. Nightmare Creatures. Set in a grim version of 19th century London, this game leans toward action while maintaining a dark horror tone. Players battle grotesque monsters created by occult experiments. Its Gothic architecture and grim soundtrack create a constant sense of dread, even as the combat moves quickly. Galerians. This psychological horror game focuses on a young man with psychic powers trapped in a strange medical facility. As he escapes, he uncovers secrets about artificial intelligence and human experimentation. Limited mental energy replaces traditional ammunition, adding another layer of tension. The story unfolds through cutscenes that reflect late 1990s cinematic ambition. Martian Gothic, Unification. Set on a remote Mars research base, this title mixes science fiction with horror isolation. 3 separate characters must survive while never meeting each other in person. Communication happens through recorded messages, reinforcing loneliness. The claustrophobic setting and strict puzzle design make every action feel deliberate. OverBlood, one of the earlier 3D horror adventures on the system. This game follows a man who wakes from cryogenic sleep with no memory. Set inside a futuristic complex, it blends survival elements with exploration and puzzle solving. Its rough edges reflect the early days of 3D design, yet it remains a notable experiment in cinematic horror storytelling.
I'm a dead man. No!
Evil Dead, Hail to the King. Based on the cult film franchise, this game brings Ash Williams into a survival horror format. It mixes dark fantasy with limited resources and puzzle elements. While it carries the tone of the films, it still follows the structure established by earlier PlayStation horror titles, combining action with eerie environments.
I'm out.
The note: this lesser-known Japanese horror title centers on a writer investigating a haunted mansion for material. The gameplay focuses on exploration and unraveling documents rather than combat. Its quiet pacing and emphasis on atmosphere give it a slower, more introspective feel compared to mainstream releases.
Are you okay? You're not looking so good.
Resident Evil 2. Developed by Capcom, this sequel expanded the survival horror formula established a few years earlier. Players control Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield as they try to escape a zombie-infested Raccoon City. With cinematic camera angles and limited resources, every encounter feels tense. Its dual scenario structure added replay value, and its storytelling helped push horror games closer to Hollywood-style presentation.
Free! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Parasite Eve. Square combined role-playing systems with body horror in this unusual hybrid. Set in New York City, it follows Aya Brea as she confronts a biological threat tied to mysterious mitochondrial mutations. The game blends turn-based combat with real-time movement, giving it a unique rhythm. Its cinematic storytelling and modern urban setting stood apart from traditional haunted houses or Gothic castles.
Your daughter, but there isn't gonna be
Resident
any
Evil
rescue. We
3.
have to get
Nemesis.
up here.
Also from Capcom, this entry introduced a relentless enemy who could appear without warning. Players follow Jill Valentine as she attempts to flee the collapsing city. Nemesis does not wait for scripted moments alone. He stalks the player, creating constant anxiety. The sense of pursuit made it feel more personal and unpredictable than earlier entries. Silent Hill. Released by Konami in 1999, this game redefined psychological horror on the original PlayStation. Set in a fog-covered American town, it follows Harry Mason as he searches for his missing daughter. The heavy fog, originally a technical limitation, became part of the atmosphere, hiding threats just out of sight. Instead of relying on constant action, it builds fear through sound design, radio static, and unsettling symbolism. It remains one of the most important horror titles of its era. Which of these PS1 horror games stayed with you the longest? Share your favorite in the comments, and let me know if there's a hidden classic that deserves a spot on the list.